Good afternoon, teacher. My name is Samanda Banchon. My partner is Carmen-Naula. Let's talk about the books, The House and Dolls House by Mr. James. Mr. Chittenden owned an antique shop where you could find very strange objects. One morning, Mr. Nealed, an antique collector, arrived. Saying an old house, he thought it was an excellent opportunity to earn money by reselling it elsewhere. When he asked about this price, he realized that it was very cheap and bought it. The store owner was so happy to have sold the dollhouse that he smiled, and when Mr. Dillett left, he immediately went to tell the news to his wife, what was a very moved by the news and says, well, he knew at a good scare. When Mr. Dillett arrived home, Collins, the butler, came out to help him. Together, they carried the doll's house up to Mr. Dillett's bedroom and put it on his desk. Then Mr. Dillett opened the front of it and put everything in its place. He was a beautiful of an 18th century doll's house, sit fixed with a chapel on the left and a stable on the right. The chapel had a bell and colored glass windows when the front of the house was opened. Used up for large rooms inside, bedroom, kitchen, drawing room, and dining room, each with all the right furniture in it. The stable contained horse, a coach, and stable boys. On was the stable clothes, also with a bell. It's wonderful, said Mr. Dillett, and what a low price. I could sell it in thousands for 10 times more. It almost makes with a freight. I hope my luck doesn't change for the worse, but let's see what lies here. He puts his bricks in a little front of him. There was a gentleman and lady in blue. He in a suit and she in an upright dress. There were two children, a boy and a girl. There was also an old man with white hair in and the long right knee down. She put all the dolls inside the horse and went to sleep. While Mr. Dillett slept, and very strange noise was in it. When he looked at the dollhouse, it was covered with a white light and suddenly and sky apparent and illuminates it as everything come to life.
In the dining room, a family was observed eating the parents and two children, while the two parents watched each other at every moment. Then the children disappeared and the parents were seen with a bottle of potion and with them testament. Then the lady and the man appeared in the old man's room and gave him a glass of poison with to drink. Moments later, the old man wrinkles in his bed and dies. Time later, they appear at the entrance of the house with people who take the coffin. Then a new king of light, not a candle, but sometime unpleasant and cold shone into to the room at the top of the house as the door opened again. Sometime very terrifying entered the room. The observer could not describe it beyond saying that it looked like a frog, a beast, and a man with fine white hair on top. He went to the little beds and took care of them for a while, but not for long. Then he saw the big children, the men in the street holding them while the mother cried. The next thing Mr. Dillett observed was that the room of the house began to light off one by one and a scream could be heard. Then an intense light lit up the whole house and the woman appeared looking towards the horizon. They then appeared in a room next to the dollhouse. Then everything Slim and Mr. Dillett could not believe everything he had seen and remained restless for the rest of the night. What he didn't know was take he had witnessed and murder that had occurred a long time ago. Thank you.